got a hip hop artist here. We are celebrating 50 years of hip hop on August 11th, right? I believe
so.
August 11th, 1973. Kool Herc, DJ Kool Herc, created the first hip hop party, and so for 50 years, hip hop has been dominating. And so we're trying to get as many hip hop artists here as we can. We have a street spotlight. Damez is here, man. Damez, how you feeling, man?
Feeling great, man. Thank y'all for having me.
No problem. Damez, where you from?
From Atlanta.
Okay, are you from Atlanta or are you from like the outskirts of Atlanta?
Man,
we gotta clarify that.
I'm from Atlanta, man. I was raised in Stone Mountain.
Okay.
But I'm Atlanta to the core.
Okay, bet. All right, Damez. So, how long you been doing hip hop?
Man, all my life. I put my first project out when I was in college, so 2014. So it's been almost 10 years professionally.
Okay.
But I've been writing poetry and rapping, singing all my life. Yep.
Dex also writes poetry.
And I actually rap too. But
Yeah,
that's
poetry.
Him and his wife.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, we bet.
Him
we
and his
bet.
wife are a duo.
Yeah, they are.
We a little nice out here.
Anyway, Damez,
It ain't about us though today.
so Damez, you are a rapper, singer, dancer, songwriter, and creative director. What made you kind of fall into the space of just really digging into that rap field?
I don't know. I feel like rap is just so expressive. Like, you know, I try not to put myself in a box. So I do, I do my R&B, I do my pop and stuff. But rap is just like, and it's crazy because whenever I try to like experiment or try to like, grow and whatnot, which I do, but I always find my way back to rapping. And it's just something about it that's just, I'm able to express myself in a way that, I can't otherwise. And it's just, I'm able to just put my own spin on it and be me. And, I think hip hop just makes the world go round.
Oh, absolutely.
So how would you describe your music like to somebody if like somebody wanted to discover you, they wanted to look you up, whatever that, like what's the type of music that you particularly make?
Because rap has so many subgenres.
Definitely.
Where would you put yourself?
Yeah.
It does. See, I'm an eclectic artist. I try, like I said, I try not to put myself in a box. Even I got a new album coming out soon. It's called Hell Now, Heaven Later, and I was just talking to my friend about it. And it's different rap styles even within that album. You got some trap, you got boom bap, you got a lot of storytelling. But it just depends on what song you want to click play on. It might be a club record, it might be something to make you think, it might be something about love, it may be something personal about family. My last single, Contrary to Norm, I put out in April, was a very personal, like deep, vulnerable type of record. And it's like, it's kind of, some people would say conscious rap. So I be in different fields, different subgenres. I never put myself in a box. I'm gonna break out of it every time.
News and Talk 1380 WAOK, Voices in the Streets, Unfiltered. You're just tapping in. We're talking to hip hop artist Damez about his music, his artistry, all that good stuff. Austin, do you have a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what did you feel was the most challenging thing about trying to break into the music industry in Atlanta? I know it's really competitive. Tons of people. It's a lot of ways to get discovered here, but people don't really understand that it's like a million people trying to do the same thing. So what was it like trying to get through those doors?
Man, it definitely wasn't easy, especially being who I am, coming from where I come from. People, they have their judgments and they reservations, and a lot of people don't really give you a chance or really give you the time of day. So it's been a struggle, but I try not to look at it as an obstacle or just more so just like, the opportunity wasn't for me, it wasn't for me. I will say, just being myself, being my authentic self and living in my truth has definitely opened a lot of doors for me. You know what I'm saying? Not being afraid to speak my truth and live authentically. So I think that's been my way to go.
Two questions would be, what was your actual biggest hurdle breaking in and maybe not breaking in, just when you're meeting with people and you're dealing with people and you got to get no's before you get the yes.
Yeah.
What do you feel like was the biggest hurdle, and what exactly is living your truth?
The biggest hurdle. I think the biggest hurdle would just be like I'm like a computer nerd at heart, and so
I feel that.
I did a lot of groundwork like behind the scenes, just building my brand from my website to getting my.
And those are important.
What's your website?
DamezMusic.com.
Yeah, say it one more time for him.
DamezMusic.com. Yeah, go make sure y'all tap in, check that out, update it all the time. But from the website to getting my artist pages built up to making sure I got photo shoots and just doing everything on the groundwork that a label or artist development team would do. I kind of did on my own, and so that way when you did look me up, or now when you look me up, it's all gonna pop up. You know what I'm saying? And all of that groundwork, really was important, because when I did start to try to, get opportunities or reach out to people would see like, oh, he's serious. You know what I'm saying? He take his craft serious, and he really wants this. So I just always try to, like, keep quality, and just want to be the best. And I just want to, my aesthetic has always been, people say it's kind of polished, but I can't really help that, because but yeah.
Well, piggybacking off of Austin's question, I know, like, as an artist, people forget about the music business. And so hearing you say that you do your website, you've done all of that back end stuff is, I'm really impressed to even hear that. But are you out here, like, doing the shows and stuff? And because you have kind of building yourself up, especially in Atlanta, you got to do a lot of those showcases. What does that look like out there for you?
So back in, like, I would say, like, when I was still in college, I was doing a lot of those like showcases and stuff. Not so much now.
And a lot of people don't do it now. They forget about.
Yeah, and that's important.
They forget about kind of getting that audience base or that cult like following.
Yeah.
In the local level.
Nah, for sure. Now, 2016, I remember. Man, y'all know the department store on Edgewood. Rest in peace.
Oh dang, I might have ran across you a couple times.
Yeah, I did my first show. I did my first show at department store, and then I did a bunch of shows there in East Atlanta Village, Edgewood. Man, I was everywhere. Now it's more since I've grown. I'm doing bigger stuff, but I think it's really important. I mean, those smaller stages really help me gain my confidence on stage.
Yeah.
But back to what you were saying about building myself up in the business side, even to this day, like, I do everything from when I'm performing, I'm behind the scenes with the lighting director, and I'm giving him colors. I'm doing my sound effects. I'm editing my screen visuals for my performance, what you see behind me. I'm writing my press releases and sending them to journalists to get press. You know what I'm saying? I'm literally doing everything on top of creating the music.
Did you go to school? You said you went to college. Did you go to school for that, like public relations and all of that? Because that's all that falls into.
Yeah, it does. I went to school for communications.
Okay.
And so I have a degree in journalism.
Okay.
And so they did teach me a lot about, like, writing and, like, editing.
So you're familiar. Okay.
So I edit all my content. So I learned a lot off of that, and I just try to use what I learned to what I do.
Bet. So, you are a hip hop artist. You're from Atlanta. You are eclectic and stuff like that. You ran into some obstacles, but clearly you overcome them. You've been doing these type of shows and stuff like that. I guess, like, what type of mark do you want to make, or impact do you want to make on the game and stuff like that? Like, how do you want people to remember you, or what sets you apart from every other, like Austin said, every other Atlanta MC that's out there that's trying to get on, the radio or get on some playlists and stuff like that?
Right. That's a good question. I feel like my dream is just, to be on the biggest stages doing I'm more than just a rapper. I'm more than just an artist. I'm an entertainer. These are my passions. And when I'm on stage, I know that's where home is for me, And so, I just see myself, my dancing, I do my own choreography. I think I have a package that's rare, and especially in the hip hop field. And I just want to show the world that, like, there isn't, like, one or two ways to do something, and, like, there's room for all of us.
Definitely. So tell the people how they can follow you, how they can get in contact with you if they want to sit there and join the movement that you got. Tell them what they need to do.
Man, so hop on Google, type in Damez, Damez. Everything will pop up. Damez on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, whatever you stream your music on. Make sure you check out my YouTube, my docuseries, Go Hard docuseries. I put that together, and I got an ongoing, documentary that you can go watch behind the scenes, see what it takes to be Damez. Make sure you check out all my new music. The Hell Now Heaven Later album is coming soon. And yeah, make sure y'all tap in.
Give him some hand claps, because
definitely.
This media kid, this EPK, he's.
Thank you. Did that myself.
You said he did.
I do EPKs and media kits for other people. This is
really?
you got a lot of good things
Thank
on here.
you. Yeah,
so
graphic design is another one of my.
I'm very impressed. So I'm very proud of you and very impressed with what you got going on. Yes, and good luck with everything.
Thank you. I
Definitely.
appreciate that.
Damez said he got to do it himself.
I
all right,
ain't mad
one
at
man
it.
stop
One man
shop.
team.
There you go.